is time to go over the wonderful world of May 2025 results. I mean, are you ready for this? Is this something that you want to get the latest and greatest information? Because I can tell you, my friends, that guess what? I can tell you, my friends, that we are ready to go over all of May's results. And you are pleasantly, depending on what side of the fence you are on, you might be surprised. So we will see what is going on and we will go from there. All right. So, with that in mind, what I want to do is I want to start off with the wonderful world of the sales price. That's right. You heard me. The wonderful world of the sales price. Now, one of the things you're going to find right from the start is that what you heard on the news, right? What you've been hearing about is not necessarily true, my friends. Well, what do you mean, Rob? What are you talking about? Well, what I can basically tell you is that in the month of May, now I want to make sure you know what information we are going over. Okay. In the month of May, the entire multiple listing service in the state of Connecticut, all property types, single family, townhouse, manufactured homes, all bedrooms, one bedroom, two bedrooms, three bedrooms, four bedrooms or more, all bathrooms, all square footages, and so forth. Well, guess what? The average sales price has once again increased. All right. So in April 2025, we had the entire MLS, the average sales price, $561,727. And in May, $565,794. So for those of you that you're like, oh, I know what's going on in the marketplace, guess what? The market is going down. Well, here's what I could promise you. I don't know about the entire country. And we know that in some parts of the country, yes, the market is going down. But in Connecticut, especially central Connecticut, especially within 40 miles from the city of Hartford, my friends, I can promise you that the real estate market is still going up. All right. So this right here, once again, is the sales price. And you can see over the last 3 years, and I can probably even go out further if we wanted to, of course, but every single month, for the most part, the market is going up on sales prices. Now, let's talk about, well, what's going on with new listings, Rob? Okay, do we have a few new listings? Yes. In May of this year, we had 41,689 new listings here in Connecticut. In April, 41,619. In March, 41,432. So the number of listings is going, new listings, brand new listings, is going up slightly. Now, let's talk about homes for sale. All right. So, in the month of May, we had 6,268 homes for sale. In the month of April, 6,247. In the month of March, 6,210. So, is that telling us something that maybe because we had a slight uptick in the number of houses for sale, that the market is changing? I guess it could be a little bit, but I can almost promise you that for the most part, and of course, if you have questions, if you have comments, put them out here right now. Let's talk about it, right? But I can show you that right now, the market, what's going on here in the market. Well, let's talk about pending sales. Okay, that hasn't changed a lot. In the month of May, 34,488, right? For pending sales. And in the month of April, 34,301. But here's one of my favorite numbers. And if you own property, who doesn't love this number? Let's talk about closed sales. Now, closed sales, they've been hovering around the 33, 34,000 mark since January. And the reason why is that it's really just gotten to the point that, you know what? We don't have enough houses on the market. And it just doesn't feel like they're building a lot more homes to actually sell. In the state of Connecticut, I mean, you have some pockets here and there, but I'm going to talk about Harford County, Talent County, Windham County, Middlesex County, right? Maybe a little bit of Litchfield County. There are a couple, but one of the things I can promise you is that there are not a lot of huge subdivisions just coming out on the market. I don't know, maybe, I don't think I know of any in the state of Connecticut, 40, 50 miles from Hartford, where there's 75, 60, 80, 100 new homes on the market. And to me, and who says, what do I know? I've only been doing real estate like 25 years. Come on, Rob, what do you know? Well, to me, that's probably the problem. We have plenty of these luxury condos being built. We have plenty of the young people who are falling for that trap. And I can tell you, my friends, don't do it. I might get somebody mad at me because of what I'm telling you right now, but I'm going to tell you very much straightforward. Don't fall for the trap of paying $2,000 a month for rent just because it has a dog spa, just because it's next door to Starbucks, just because they have the lobster truck come every Thursday night and charge you $30 for a lobster roll. That is not living in luxury, my friend. That is living and wasting money for the most part. Demand, right? Go to your local governments. Demand that they help builders. Demand that they help sellers so that there can be more properties, more homes available on the market for you. That's what's going to help, because a lot of these local governments, well, guess what they are doing? They are giving all kinds of tax breaks to these developers, to these builders. And I don't blame them. That's how they're making their money. But that's so that they can build apartments and get their 20, 30-year cash flow. And guess what? You, as the regular Joe, as the regular Joanne, meaning as the regular guy, as the regular girl that's out there, that's working, that's trying to grow something, well, guess what? Now there are not enough houses available for you. Okay? There are not enough houses available for you. People are not ready to make those moves. So right now, let's move on to the next indice. Okay, this number is a little bit weird because this has changed. But as you can see, there's no big change here. For the month of January, we were running about 10 days average on the market. And then in February, 10. In March, 10. In April was 9 days on the market on average. And then actually, this is the median number. I apologize. This is the average. So the median is the middle number. So I was thinking, okay, that was from basically putting it on the market to getting an offer. This is putting it on the market to actually selling it. So active on the market since February has been 26 days on the market on average. 26 days. So for instance, when a seller puts their home on the market, on average, they're going to close in 26 days. But remember, we're talking about the whole state of Connecticut. And we're talking about all different property types as well. All right, next number, let's talk about month supply. And here we go. Again, for the last, basically what? Since October was 8 months ago. Am I right? 8 months ago, for the last 8 months, January, February, March, April, May, and then October, November, and December, for 8 months, we've been running 2.2 months of supply. So what that means is that if we were selling homes at the same rate, and we had this basically no new homes come on the market, think about like all these homes on a shelf, and people are coming into the grocery store and they're pulling the homes off the shelf, just like Coca-Cola or toilet paper. Okay, well, what would happen is we would run out of homes in 2.2 months. And that just goes to show you that we still have a seller's market. That just goes to show you, for example, this weekend, I showed 6 homes, right? One of those homes I thought was really interesting, where it was listed for 230,000. And I was like, you know what? This person is making a mistake. How are you listing this home for 230,000 when all the other homes in the market in this area are going for 275? Well, what do you think happened? They received offers up to $300,000. So a house that's listed for 230,000, they received offers up to 300,000. But once again, here, my friend, are the averages. So this is an interesting number I always like to share with my buyers to let them know what's going on. And I like to show them in their actual neighborhood if I can, or I like to show them in their town of what the homes are selling for, percentage of list price. So in the whole state of Connecticut, in the month of May, which was the same in April, right, which was the same in March, which was the same in February, we were at 102.7%. So that means that the average, and we're talking about foreclosures that are included in this, we're talking about short sales, we're talking about maybe some sellers who have their home listed for a lot higher price than maybe they thought they could or should get. And so homes are selling for 2.7% more than what they're asking for on average. So, and if you want me to help you with your type of house, with your area, with the number of bedrooms, number of bath, price per square foot, and so forth, we can do that. That's no problem, because as you can see here, price per square foot keeps on going up here in Connecticut. Right now, the average home price per square foot that has sold in the month of May is $274 per square foot. I think that's amazing. I mean, if you have a tile floor, all you need to do is you need to look down at those tiles and be like, wow, Rob. So what you're telling me is that this one tile, give or take, is basically selling for about $274 here in the state of Connecticut. And yes, my friend, that is what I'm telling you. All right. So with that in mind, basically, I wanted to give you those May numbers, right? I thought that it was really, really important for you to know what is going on here in Connecticut with real estate. So what you hear on the local news, I can promise you, it's not correct, right? What you hear on the local news is that the market's changing and houses are staying on the market longer. And I just showed you the real data. That's the real data. Maybe it's a surprise to you. Maybe you still might not believe it. You might be like, Rob, that's not true. But my friends, what else can I tell you? I'm just going by the MLS data. Okay. So that is the honest truth. I hope that you are starting off this month of June feeling strong, feeling great. Whatever business you're in, whatever your goals are, maybe it's to get healthy, maybe it's to get more spiritual, maybe it's to help out your finances. Maybe you have some big things you want to do this month. And my friends, what I can tell you is I am available to help you with that. So if you have questions, things that you want to go over, maybe you want me to come by your property, whether it is a single family home, whether it's a condo, whether it is a commercial property, right? I will come by and I will do a room by room property valuation report for you. And I will help you and show you every step of the way. Now, at the same time, you might be shy, and that's okay with me. All you need to do if you're shy is go to homepricechange.com. That's right. You see homepricechange.com and you will get an instant report, right? And it will give you that information you're looking for. So once again, God bless you. This is Rob Rosa sharing the latest and greatest information with you. And I am hopefully your favorite real estate broker. There you go, my friends. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great one.